What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Savage Land. Welcome to another episode of The Field. And today on The Field, we got one of the original Dreadnoks. We got Buzzer here. It's pretty much been the buzz of the past week because he came in so early. We had just seen the actual real and not a prototype of him maybe no more than a month ago, and all of a sudden he was up on Big Bad Toy Store. So I joined the frenzy too. Shout out to my man North Carolina Window Cleaner for putting me on to it. And I hadn't brought a new G.I. Joe in a minute, and I was just curious really of what he was about, because the Dreadnoks are cool, but it's not like I was crazy over them. Of course I do want to see them all complete and in a full set, man. But let's get into Buzzer. We're gonna make this short, sweet, and simple. For one thing, he surprised me. He is a good figure. I will let you know that the hype is real about the glasses out the gate. Horrible execution on the glass. As you can see, it tilted and cocked on his head. But as far as his face sculpt, he takes on a whole new different life. He's actually a stud, man. He actually looks pretty good in the face. It's totally different from the cartoon vibe of this creep or this loser. He has a pretty good looking face, man. Like, he probably go out and pull some women and do what he needs to do in life. But let's go down into the body. As far as his ab crunch is real good. Pretty much typical ab crunch. Ball at the waist. Double jointed arms. Pinless, of course. Has the hair far as painted on, it's not sculpted, but looks good. But as far as his sculpt, it's got a good sculpt. Like, far as the metal pieces, like the dog tags and metal whatever army he's in, and Cobra on his chest, those look good, nice and sculpted. Far as his grenades, they're sculpted in. I seen on Facebook, and this is the only reason I mentioned this, somebody was talking about his strap. They wish it was loose. I see why it's sculpted in, because he has one hell of an ab crunch. I mean, it's on a ratchet joint. I mean, he can tuck and do a tuck and roll if you hold him just right. So he's pretty good on that. So I see why they do that, so when it tucks, it can go on inside his body, man, and he can be able to articulate. But going down, far as got the drop down legs, drop down hips, shall I say, thigh cut, double jointed knees, got a boot cut. Great ankle rocker, of course. Ankle hinge goes back and forth. What I will say is, as far as his deco and his pants, they look really good. The black and gray accents on his gun holster and knife sheath, they really pop. They really look good. They stand out. If you have this figure, you know they stand out when you look at them up against those blue jeans. And as far as weapons are, I can tell you this, which G.I. Joe weapons was never anything to be crazy about. That's always been a low point in this line, but they're getting flimsier and flimsier, which they already been flimsy. Then before that, they just wasn't good. Now they're getting decent rifles. As far as the laser rifle, Grunt's M16, that looks pretty good. But his knife is super flimsy, but it looks good. It's chrome painted out. His gun is pretty good. It's kind of like the same thing Recondo got, but I'm not sure. Recondo doesn't have nothing this small, but it has that wrap on there, like that grip tape. And then he has the kid's back with the like buzz saw, and then he has some chain which is stiff with like an anchor sickle piece on it, and those are painted up real good, but they are flimsy. And then his chainsaw is real flimsy also too. But I just do a few extra things in. As far as his glasses, just a horrible miss on that. But I put the Rock's glasses on him from whatever WWE Elite, 100, Series 100, Throwback Rock. I took his glasses. They fit and actually grip really good. All you kind of have to do is slick them back to his head, like kind of just slightly pin them on his ears. They stay there. Now they get crooked every now and then, but they look pretty decent. If they were just a tad bit smaller, they would be perfect on this figure. But like I said, his glasses, epic fail. I got that from the chainsaw and the other type saw. I forgot. I can't. It's a concrete saw actually. I forgot what type of saw it is, but I forgot that for one of those blood and gut sets, man. I can't even think of the name of that right now. But I'm just doing that to say you can have different options. If you want to grab different chainsaws, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, he has a little smaller saw that probably look really good in his hand from NECA. But there's different options. And then the glasses, that was almost kind of like, that was the first figure I walked up to and they worked out. I was gonna try Razor Ramon of Retro, but any other figure that has glasses, you can try them out. If you got an Orange Cassidy, you can probably try those like those aviator shades out. But you got different options to make them work. But that's the lowest point on this figure. This is a good figure. This figure's A1. Tattoo looks good on him. Like I said, he has nice sculpt. He's not flimsy. His articulation is great. You see I have him crouched down, like really low. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of action figures, it's hard for them to do that and stand up. So that lets you know his ankle rocker is magnificent and his double jointed knees are working very fine. And then the stomach, the ab crunch is really good. Hair sculpt looks really good too. I'm glad it's not an articulated ponytail. They just kind of got it like a mold. And like I said, his face sculpt, it just takes on a different light. I don't mind having this figure without glasses on. So he's a win. He's another home run. I give him that. I wasn't crazy over him because he's not one of my favorite characters, even though I like the Dreadnoks. But this is, as far as action figure wise, is a great figure. And I wouldn't necessarily give him total 0 on the weapons because they are painted up and they look nice. You can probably do some good photos with them, but they are quite flimsy. Like this bat is really flimsy, and the glasses, they won't even, you'll probably have to super glue the glasses on his head, man. But yeah, Buzzer, he's a good figure. I like him. I like him. If you're curious about him and you thinking about picking him up from Big Bad Toy Store, I would give him a go. I know everybody's going Ollie's crazy and stuff right now, but when figures I want and I'm interested in, I go ahead and go get them. Any figure that I've brought from Ollie's, I've brought previously, and I paid the regular price, and I was glad to do it because G.I. Joe Classified is a good line. It continues to be the ruler, master, emperor of all action figures. This is the Savage Land. If you can, give me a like, comment, subscribe. We do this for the love and beauty of the field and represent G.I. Joe Classified. Until the next time, God bless.